Hello, 7th standard CBSE children. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Today we are doing video number 8, Chapter 2, Nutrition in Animals, Part 4. So far we have done Part 1 to 3 in videos 5, 6 and 7. Yeah. So now today we are completing this lesson, Chapter 2, Nutrition in Animals, where we are going to learn about nutrition in ruminant animals. Nutrition in ruminant, otherwise we say ruminants, right? Ruminants, and nutrition in amoeba. Nutrition in ruminant and nutrition in amoeba. Now what are ruminants? Animals which are eating grass. Otherwise we say the grass eating animals, they are called ruminants. Okay. And these animals are cow, goat, horse, sheep, and ruminant animals. They eat the grass and normally plants. Okay. And they have special type of stomach structure for digestion, because in plants the carbohydrate, especially cellulose, is not easily digestible. In human also cellulose is not easily digestible because it needs an enzyme cellulose to be digested. It needs an enzyme cellulase, and that enzyme in human it is absent, whereas in ruminant animals it is present. And it is having a special type of stomach, as it has 4 chambers of stomach, as rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. These are the 4 chambers of ruminant animals. What are they? Rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. And these 4, rumen is the stomach proper, and other 3, they are taking the food, that is the grass. First it is taking in while eating. When taking the food, these ruminant animals will take the food. Okay. Then after finishing the ingestion of the food, it comes and sits in a place and then bring the food back into the mouth and then chewing well. அதான் நம்ம வந்து மாடெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம இந்த ஏரியாலலாம் நிறைய இருக்கு இல்லையா, மாடை வந்து மேய விடுவோம் இல்லையா. இப்போ அது நல்ல அது புல்லெல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு ஒரு இடத்துல வந்து உட்கார்ந்துட்டு அப்படியே சவச்சுட்டே இருக்கும் இல்லையா. தட் இஸ் த ரோல் இட் இஸ் டூயிங் ஹியர். தட் இஸ் த நேச்சர் ஆஃப் த ruminant animals. And that chewing is called chewing the cud. It is called chewing the cud. I hope you understand. So, starting from the mouth, esophagus, and then the stomach. And in ruminant animal, the stomach is of 4 chambers, as rumen, the stomach proper, reticulum, ellame oru mari tubular structure, and then omasum and abomasum. I hope you understand. And then following that is the intestine, and then that undigested food will be sent out through anus. That is the ruminant animals. Okay. So here in our textbook, one minute. In our textbook, this is mouth from the esophagus, and then this is rumen. 1 minute. This is rumen, then reticulum, abomasum, abomasum. இந்த 4 chamber 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then intestine opening outside through the anus. I hope you follow. So in the lesson இது நான் சொல்லி தருவது உனக்கு மானிட்டர்ல picture வரும், with that you will understand clearly. Are you clear? So it is said ruminants, digestion in grass-eating animals. Digestion in grass-eating animals as என்ன சொல்லிருக்கு? Cows, buffaloes and other grass-eating animal chewing continuously even when they are not eating grass. That is only chewing the cud. Actually, they quickly swallow the grass and store it in a separate part of the stomach, that is called rumen. Correct? Actually, they quickly swallow the grass and store it in a separate part of the stomach, and that is called rumen. Right? Here the food goes in the stomach, it gets partially digested. Here the food is partially digested and is called cud, C-U-D. But at the same time, the cud returns to the mouth in small lumps and then animal chews it. Right? So this process is called rumination and the animals are called ruminants. I hope you understand. The grass is rich in cellulose, a type of carbohydrate. Many animals, including human, cannot digest. But at the same time, ruminants have large sac-like structure between the large intestine and small intestine, and that cellulose of the food is digested here by the action of certain bacteria which are not present in human. This is the characteristic feature of this ruminant animal. I repeat, ruminants have large sac-like structure between the small intestine and the large intestine. And the cellulose of the food is digested. So, these grass-eating animals, they take part in digestion as rumination. Characteristic feature of this ruminant animals. Okay, what is it? As chewing the cud, that is also important. I hope you understand. So what I say for ruminants? It is having animals have ruminant animals. They have stomach as different structure with 4 different chambers. Those chambers are, I repeat, because you should remember this, right? Rumen, reticulum, abomasum, and abomasum, right? So now the food that is taken by the grass-eating animal, first it is eaten by this animal, and then is stored in the stomach, and then it brings back the food into its mouth, and then sitting in a place calmly, and then chewing. And that chewing is called chewing the cud. And that process is known as rumination. I hope you understand this. So here, then, I am talking about this rumination, and these animals, I'll come to that next. In addition, nutrition in ruminants is somewhat similar to nutrition in human, and it follows another same 5 steps. Food is ingested through the mouth, mixed with the saliva, and then passed through the esophagus into the stomach. Right? Now, in the stomach, we are talking about these 4 chambers. What are all? Rumen, reticulum, abomasum, abomasum. The food enters the first chamber, that is called the stomach, and is partially digested here. And the ruminants eat grass and other plant that contain carbohydrate, that is cellulose, okay, and which is difficult to digest. So now this cellulose is difficult to digest even in human, but at the same time it contains an enzyme cellulase, and then this the food is getting digested in the ruminant animal when it is passed on from the stomach to the intestine, where it is having this region between large intestine and small intestine and large intestine. There is a chamber where it is having certain bacteria, that is microorganism, that is helping it to digest the cellulose. I repeat, cellulose digesting bacteria and other microorganisms present in the rumen help to digest this cellulose, right? And they are not present in human being. That is why human cannot digest grass. Then food then goes into the second chamber and is brought back into the mouth for further chewing. After it is chewed thoroughly, it goes back into second chamber. From there it enters third chamber where water and some minerals are absorbed. This is digestive. First rumen, reticulum, second reticulum, omasum and abomasum. This is first chamber, first, second, third, and it is just this way, right? And then the intestine. From there, the intestine. I hope you follow. Then the food it finally enters the last chamber of the stomach, where it is digestive juices are acting upon it. From here, the partially digested food enters the small intestine and it receives secretion from the liver and pancreas like that of human for the digestion of protein, carbohydrate and fat. Similar to that. Okay. Then absorption and assimilation will occur in the process of digestion. Now the walls of the small intestine are covered with villi which absorb the digested food, and the absorbed nutrients are used for the production of energy, protein, production and tissue repair, and food enters the large intestine where absorption of water occurs. I hope you are following. So it is similar to that of human digestive system except the stomach structure, right? And then it will eat only grass and plants, where the stomach structure the cellulose enzyme cellulose it is getting digested by certain bacteria. I hope you understand. So this ruminant nutrition in ruminant animal, they are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. If the 5 steps are clear? Only thing digestion la stomach patti nama konjam detailed food chambers padikkalam. I hope you understand. Then nutrition in amoeba. What do we know? Amoeba, it is unicellular single-celled structure. Yeah. Amoeba is a unicellular single-cell structure, right? And then it is irregular in nature. The body is irregular in shape. I hope you remember that. You know amoeba structure, yeah? So this is the structure of amoeba. Okay. Now this irregular structure, this is called pseudopodia. This is called pseudopodia, otherwise the false feet. Now when the amoeba captures food, nutrition in amoeba, when it captures food, first it put forth its pseudopodia. Suppose food it eats food as a whole. So when amoeba finds food here, this is the food. Now this part of the body, it put forth this pseudopodia like this. It goes here, right? And then it gives the food back. I repeat here. It put forth this pseudopodia like this, and then it is taking the food. Okay. Otherwise, here is the food. So it brings the structure like this. This is pseudopodia, right? And then the food is taken in and it forms the vacuole. That is food vacuole. It forms the vacuole. That is called food vacuole. After forming the food vacuole, it gets digested because it is only a single unicellular structure. Yeah. So ellame ore cell-kulla nadakum. So within the food vacuole, it gets digested and then undigested food will be sent out. Undigested food will be sent out. That process is digestion. Undigested food will be sent out and that process is digestion. I hope you understand. So amoeba is the simple process where the structure in a amoeba. Can you? So first, the structure of amoeba. So now first, this is pseudopodia. So when the food is entering in, the pseudopodia, it is forming a cup-shaped structure, taking the food in. And then the food, it is forming the food vacuole. So the food vacuole, the food gets digested and then undigested food material, that is digested waste, is sent out. So there are steps in amoeba also, nutrition in amoeba also. So amoeba is a microscopic single cell organism found in pond water, and amoeba has a cell membrane, a rounded dense nucleus and many small bubble-like structure called vacuole in its cytoplasm. And this vacuole is as food vacuole for digestion and contractile vacuole for excretion. Right? Amoeba constantly changes its shape and position, and it pushes out one or more finger-like projections called pseudopodia. Amoeba pushes its projection as finger-like projection called pseudopodia. I hope you understand. So, this pseudopodia, it is also known as false feet, and it is for movement and capturing the food. Amoeba structure patti nama padichirukkom. Yeah. Now this amoeba feeds on microscopic organism when it senses food. When this amoeba senses food, it is pushing the pseudopodia around the food particle and engulfs it, and the food becomes trapped in a food vacuole. The food becomes trapped in a food vacuole. I hope you understand. So the digestive juices are secreted into the food vacuole. They act on food and breaks it down into simpler substances. Gradually, the digested food is absorbed, and absorbed substances are used for growth, maintenance and multiplication. நம்ம bookல இருக்கிறதே description, right? The undigested residue of the food is expelled outside by the vacuole. I hope you understand. The basic process of digestion of food is release of energy is same in all animals. That is for nutrition in amoeba. Are you clear? So now this nutrition in amoeba in the booklet diagram clear. First, amoeba, irregular structure with the false peak, pseudopodia, food vacuole, nucleus, contractile vacuole. Then second diagram, amoeba get its food. So in the pseudopodia, the food label the amoeba get its food. So the pseudopodia engulfs. Pseudopodia engulfing the food. I hope you understand. So that engulfed food, it is entering into the body and then it is getting. So now here it is forming food with the totally engulfed and it forms food vacuole. And then here it is digesting the food. The food that is captured by amoeba is getting digested. And then the undigested food is expelled out as waste. The diagram will show connect. These are the steps involved in the process of nutrition in amoeba. It has fleet-like extension that help it to sense food. Okay, this is for nutrition in amoeba. I hope you follow. So, nutrition we have done ruminant animals as grass-eating animals and then nutrition in amoeba, right? So, in this lesson, chapter 2, nutrition in animal, we have learnt in 4 videos as structure of alimentary canal, then process of digestion in human, then nutrition in ruminant animals, nutrition in amoeba. That we will go through the lesson again. Then following this video, we have assignment discussion. All these assignment, video number 5, 6, 7 and today's lesson we are going to discuss. So we will just continue with the discussion of assignment. Okay, we will continue. Thank you. Hello, 7th standard CBSE children. We are continuing video number 8 where we have learnt about nutrition in ruminants and nutrition in amoeba. I hope you have understood. Now this is the continuation of this video number 8 where we are going to discuss assignments 5, 6, 7 and 8 that we have done during these 4 days. Now this video number 8, as we know, see here, this is the what is it? Another just an example that I have given as digestion in grass-eating animals. Just now I explained it. That during this explanation or description, as we call, the figure will be coming on your screen. That you will understand still better. Where I say grass-eating animals like cows and buffaloes quickly swallow the grass and store in the separate part of the stomach called rumen. The cow rumen. Then the food is partly digested and is called cud. The partly digested food in the stomach is called curd. Then the curd is brought back to the mouth in small lumps and then chewed well. And this process is called rumination. And this rumination, the chewed food then passes into the sac-like structure between the small intestine and large intestine. I hope you have understood this during description. Is it not? So the cellulose in the grass is digested with the help of some bacteria. That is the only characteristic feature in the ruminant animals. Grass-eating animals are called ruminant animals, and hoofed animals. The ஆடு மாடு இதெல்லாம் கால் குதிரைக்கெல்லாம் கால் இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அது பேரு hoofed animals. வாழ்க்கெல்லாம் this digestion, it is called rumination. I hope you understand. So that I have explained it now. Right? Now this diagram shows the ruminant and stomach of the ruminant animal, where there are different chambers present in the ruminant animals. The stomach is differentiated into different chambers. That is the characteristic feature as rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. I repeat, rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. Actually, in the description, in the diagram, as mouth, buccal cavity, followed by that is the stomach, and then rumen. Rumen is continued as the arrow mark. Rumen continued as omasum, and then reticulum, abomasum. And the main center for this stomach is the rumen. Now, when this cows or this ruminant animal, when they eat grasses mainly, first it is chewing, it is taking it, and then it brings back the food and then chewing well. Adha நம்ம ஏரியால மாடை மேயும்ல, மாடை மேய்ஞ்சிட்டு புல்லெல்லாம் தின்னுட்டு அப்புறம் ஒரு இடத்துல உட்கார்ந்துட்டு அரைன்னு அரைக்கும் இல்லையா, அதான் chewing the curd. I hope you follow this. Yeah. So this is rumination in animals. As grass-eating animals like cows and buffaloes quickly swallow the grass and store in a separate part of the stomach. That is called rumen. And the food is partly digested and it is called curd. CUD, spelling particle. Then the curd is brought back to the mouth in small lumps and then chewed with. This process is called rumination. I hope you understand. The chewed food is then passing into the sac-like structure between the small intestine and the large intestine. And the cellulose in the grass is digested with the help of some bacteria. That is why it is said that grass-eating animals are called ruminants. Right? Then we have seen nutrition in amoeba. As we know, amoeba shows irregular structure and it moves with the help of pseudopodia. And that pseudopodia, it is also helpful in capturing the prey. Okay. So now here the arrow marker, food particle ingestion. Yeah. So when the amoeba putting forth the pseudopodia, it is forming a structure like the invagination of in-pushing of pseudopodia, taking the food particle. And that food particle is reaching into the body because amoeba is a unicellular organism. And then it forms a food vacuole. And within that food vacuole, the secretions of the body fluid making the food digested. And then the undigested food is sent to the outside the body wall. That is called digested waste or undigested food material. I hope you understand. Yeah? So that is nutrition for amoeba. Now we are going to do video number 8, biology assignment 5, where we are going to discuss the scoring key. First, name the 5 stages of nutrition. Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. I repeat, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. These are the 5 steps or 5 stages of nutrition in animals. Okay. The next one, what are the different ways of ingesting food by various animals? Dog and cow chew their food. Snakes and frogs swallow their food as a whole. And butterflies and mosquitoes suck liquid food as a nectar. Liquid food using their tube-like proboscis. Tube-like proboscis. Tube-like proboscis. I hope you understand this. So I say dog and cow chew their food. Snakes and frogs swallow their food as whole. And butterflies and mosquitoes suck liquid food, that is nectar, using their tube-like. Butterfly will suck nectar and mosquito will suck blood. Okay, using their tube-like structure called proboscis. Then definition for digestion, the process by which the body breaks down the food that is eaten into soluble nutrients that can be absorbed easily is called digestion. The process by which the body breaks down the food that is eaten into soluble nutrients that can be absorbed easily is called digestion. I hope you understand. Then tabulate the types of teeth in human adult and their function. இது நான் வந்து QB-ல கொடுத்திருக்கேன் பார்த்துக்கோ. QB-ல கொடுத்திருக்கேன் பார்த்துக்கோ. Incisors 4 in number, meant for biting or slicing the food. And canine 2 in number, each jaw 2 in number, tearing the food. And premolars again in each jaw, grinding the food. And molars are 6 in number. They are meant for further grinding of the food and reduce it to pulp. So I say each jaw dental formula 4 to 4, 6. Incisors 4, canine 2, premolar 4, and molar 6. Then we will draw the diagram, digestive system, alimentary canal. That what is given in our textbook. I hope you understand. So just to go through the table, incisors, canine, premolar, and molar. Then video number 8 by assignment 6. Name the salivary glands and their location in human. There are 3 pairs of salivary glands open into the mouth. As I said, parotid in the cheek, submaxillary at the angle of the jaw, and sublingual beneath the tongue. Repeat, parotid, submaxillary, sublingual. Parotid in the cheek, that is found below the ear, cheek. And submaxillary found at the angle of the jaw and is irregular in shape. And sublingual, it is the smallest gland found at the base of the tongue, or beneath the tongue. Okay, then what is peristalsis? The rhythmic movement of the esophagus are called peristalsis. The rhythmic movement of the esophagus are called peristaltic movement, and the process by which food moves down is called peristalsis. That is definition for peristalsis. Then explain the process of digestion in the stomach. It's given in our textbook. The inner lining of the stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid, and digestive juices. I repeat, the inner lining of the stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid, and digestive juices. What is the function of mucus? It protects the lining of the stomach. And acid kills many bacteria that enter along with the food and makes the medium acidic. The acid kills many bacteria that enter along with the food and makes the medium acidic. Then the digestive juice break down the proteins into simpler substances. And what are the secretion of digestive gland we have done? It is pepsin, renin, and HCl. Pepsin, renin, and HCl. Then what causes tooth decay? Normally, bacteria present in our mouth, they are not harmful to us. But still, if we don't clean our teeth and mouth after eating, many harmful bacteria begin to live and grow in it. So the leftover food may secrete some acid. The bacteria break down the sugars present from the leftover food and release acids. The acids gradually damage the teeth, and this is called tooth decay. I hope you understand. Okay? And then we will draw the diagram, liver and bacteria, pancreas. We will refer the textbook and the video. Now the QB laying. Then we assignment number 7. Which part of the digestive canal is involved in absorption of food? Small intestine, because completion of food is taking place in the small intestine, and then the process of absorption taking place. Yeah. So absorption of food, small intestine, chewing of food, buccal cavity, killing of bacteria, it is mainly stomach, complete digestion of food, again in the small intestine, formation of feces, large intestine. I hope you understand. Yeah. Then what are the content of saliva? Salivary glands secrete saliva. It has ptyalin, P silent there. So ptyalin, that is an amylase enzyme. Then bicarbonate salt, mucus, lysozyme, and saliva helps to digest carbohydrate in our mouth. And this lysozyme, it is acting as antibacterial agent. Okay. Then what are the end products of carbohydrate? Fat and protein, fat and digestion in human. The carbohydrates get broken into simpler sugars, and that is as glucose, fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and protein into amino acids. I repeat, carbohydrates get broken into simple sugars, and such as glucose, fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and protein into amino acids. I hope you understand. Then define absorption in digestion. The absorption is the process by which nutrients obtained after digestion are absorbed by villi and circulated throughout the body by blood and lymph, and supplied to all parts of the body cells according to their requirement. Then what are villi? What is their location and function? The inner walls of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outflow. These are called villi. And the villi increase the surface area for absorption. The villi increase the surface area for absorption of the digested food. And each villus has network of thin and small blood vessels close to the surface. And the surface of the villi absorbs the digested food material. I hope you understand. Then it is assignment number 8, the last one. What is called chewing curd or rumination? இன்னைக்கு video பார்த்தோம்ல அதோட continuation. Chewing, the process of bringing the swallowed food back into the stomach, back into the mouth to chew it again is called rumination. The process of bringing the swallowed food back into the mouth to chew it again is called rumination. Right? Then what are pseudopodia? The amoeba has feet-like extension of its body that help it to sense the food. These are called pseudopodia. Amoeba has feet-like extension of its body that helps it to sense the food. These are called pseudopodia. Then name the chambers present in the ruminants. Ruminants have 4 compartments in their stomach, namely rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. I repeat, rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. I hope you understand. Rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. Of these, rumen is the largest part and main digestive system. Of these, rumen is the largest part and main digestive center. Okay, so this is chambers of the ruminants in the stomach. Then why do we get instant energy? From glucose. Glucose is the simplest form of carbohydrate which can be broken down by oxygen during respiration easily to get energy. So glucose is called instant energizer. I repeat, glucose is the simplest form of carbohydrate which can be broken down by oxygen during respiration, easy to get energy. So it is called instant energizer. And last question, draw and label nutrition in amoeba. You can refer our textbook. I hope you understand. So this is our assignment 8. So far we have done video number 5, 6, 7, and 8 as nutrition in animal, 2nd chapter. I hope you follow. And then we have discussed this assignment as 5, 6, 7. Are we clear? So go through this, and in that ruminant animals important adanna patko and a diagram parechum. Same way the pancreas and liver and pancreas diagram adala simple diagram. And then digestive system, human digestive system, what I have drawn on the whiteboard that you need to practice. Because the diagram on the video number 5, 6, and 7 like it. So kunjam pass panni you can do it. I hope you understand. So this is our video number 8 where we have discussed. I hope you follow. So we'll continue in the next video session. Have a good day.